मेरा नाम नरिंदरपाल सिंह है ते अज अगस्त 25 2013
मेरा नाम जगदीप कौर है ते अज दी डेट है अगस्त 25 2013
I was 35 and
32
she
I was 32
we had just migrated to America and I was a student at that time and she was working at her mother's work.
my brother's place in Hayward, California. Actually we were living with my brother, and I was in his office at that time when we got this news
about the June 84 attack.
1984, yes. Okay. And I was a little upset. So I was upstairs, and then I went downstairs they had a storage room, basement. So I went there, and I was really a little bit crying too at that time because of Pindramale, shaheed ho gaye, and then so reaction was sadness and very angry and powerless, helpless.
I was at school, but when we came back in the evening, we heard the news and we were like very sad. What has happened there? And the following Sunday, everybody assembled at Gurdwara Sahib. Then some of the कमेटी मैंबर्स के थ्रू उन्होंने जो भी उसले उत्थे इंडिया होया है ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਸ ਮਿਲੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਬੜਾ ਹੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ ਇੱਕ ਸन्नाटा ਜਿਹਾ ਛਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਪੂਰੇ ਹਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਗੰਭੀਰ ਤੇ ਬੜੇ ਹੀ ਉਦਾਸ even I saw men with tears at Gurdwara Sahib. So it was a very sad mood and we were helpless, didn't know why it happened, why.
I still remember Prakash Kaur or Sundar Kaur was here, and then she sang Chum Chum Rakho and Kalgi Jo Jardi. Like everybody was crying. Gents side, ladies side. Some other Dr. Kapani was there, and other some people who are speakers were there to speak about it. We don't know what to do, how to and my brother got a phone call at his office, and I was working there, so we got the news from there. But शाम ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਟੀਵੀ ਤੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜੋ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਕੁਝ ਬਹੁਤ ਤੇ ਕਵਰੇਜ ਕਰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਕਵਰੇਜ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ
ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਨਿਊਜ਼ਪੇਪਰ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਕੁਝ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਡਿਟੇਲ 'ਚ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਅਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਅਸੈਂਬਲ ਹੋਣਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਫੈਮਲੀ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਇਕੱਠੀਆਂ ਹੋਣੀਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ so everybody was in a state of shock and wondering kyun is tarah hoya hai.
That's from TV.
Mostly through news.
Okay.
My father used to live in Yamunanagar, and he worked in a paper mill company there, and they lived in a colony. So there were not too many Sikhs, but there were maybe about 10-12 Sikhs who lived there, and many of them were affected. So my father, for example, somehow was saved by my brother's friends who were Hindus, but some other Sikhs in the colony, they were physically attacked. It was mostly a physical damage that happened.
My brother was in Delhi, and actually all my mama Jews lives in defense colony too, but I didn't hear anything about that they got attacked or something. My brother was a little scared. After that he started keeping the gun and revolver at home, And then naturally he has little kids, small kids, but he has 2, 3 servants at home. So they were quite faithful or like trustworthy driver and all that. So they were kind of doing the, look out, that nobody's coming or.
As far as the family is concerned, I mean, our kids were too young at that time. They were little 1 and 3.5. So, but whenever we met in group and friends, we all used to discuss, why this has happened, what could have been done differently. So, we're all in a very, very sad, जिस तरह कोई घर दा कोई बंदा मर गया हुंदा है ना, तो बड़ा ना सोग जा छांदा सीगा जदों we सारे इकट्ठे होए. So, it prevailed there for a long time.
I think because we are considered second-class citizen over there, so the government wants to suppress us. That's the main thing. And it should not be happening. That's the country we think, that's our country. And that's how we are treated over there. Then I don't know, I have a doubt that that's our country.
Yeah, I mean, that's a place that we belong to, and we always had a feeling that we are safe there. But after having happened this, it seems that they were trying to suppress Sikhs by not giving their fulfilling their genuine needs. For example, the water for irrigation. They were not justified. मतलब सिखां नूं जो हक सी उन्हां दा नहीं मिलदा सीगा. They had a voice, son Pindra wale, Jarnail Singh Pindra wale, who was bringing this up and wanted justice to be served to Sikhs. So it seemed, they wanted to shut him, and so they went after him, and so they had to get into Harmandir Sahib to do that. It was so unfortunate. So I think we are not equal with. We can't call ourselves to be citizen of that country, that we are not equal with the majority population of that country.
Anything else you...
I think that my girls got, when they came to know when they were older, then they did, after 20 years, big thing over here. Banna and Haroop and Navroop from New York, they did it was quite good, I think. Lots of people came to that park, and then they have small script of widow colony, and then they have speakers. The one boy, I still remember, he was doctor, and then he was very young at that time, and then he was telling his experience, his dad and everybody. So that was a good effort they started with, and now we'll never forget it. We will get the justice or not, that's a different thing, different story, but if somebody wants to wipe out that thing from our minds, it will stay with us for our whole life. So kids are doing a lot of stuff, like you kids are doing, other kids are doing, they don't want people to forget this. So we never should forget our past, in this way. So, our fight is continuing, for justice, whatever happened to us in 1984.
History, we definitely should capture our history, and that guides us, anybody, any nation in the future. So it's a good effort that you are capturing different experiences.